Hello, people. If you caught that, you caught that. I don't know if you clocked the little stinker I had with the intro, the countdown. I don't know what I was doing. I was pressing like 5 buttons at the same time. But anyway, we're back. Welcome to the Arsenal Art. It's been dormant for a while, but we have arrived. So yeah, now is the time. Let me sort out my camera a little bit. If you go, hopefully, guys, it's all fine. Yeah. But anyway, Julian, how you doing? Arsenal, as always. I don't know what's going with this team, man, but yeah.
It's good to be back. Good to be back on the channel. Like you said, we've been away for some time. But I feel like what's even dragged us back is not so good. So I don't want to say too much too soon, but we are back at least, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we're back, but yeah, as you said, bro, it's always like, I don't know what's been going on. Listen, like Arsenal Football Club, I'm seeing people saying, I don't want to wake up in the morning because of this club.
Fam,
do you know how
I even saw people saying they couldn't sleep Wednesday night because of this club, bro. You know,
bro, like, people are contemplating their lives because of this team. You promise so much and you deliver so little, right? This is the problem with Arsenal, right? And we get gassed as fans, but I think at this point, 4th year, you know, fighting for the same title race. I feel like we're in the same title race for the last 4 years.
We've been in the loop for 4 seasons, broski. That would drive some man insane.
Bro, if you were doing the same thing time, if this was a horror film, it would make sense.
Doing exactly
over and over again.
Next season,
our players got PTSD, bro.
The fans have PTSD. Everyone in Arsenal, well, maybe Arteta's got PTSD. He may even have it too.
Bro, he's bugging. We'll be speaking about Arteta in a second because some of his comments today, this guy's a top. He's a top rattler. That's what I would say. He's a top rattler.
I've not even seen his conference, so yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into it, man. But we'll look at the last few fixtures just to start with. So I'll get them up. But last few games, man. Give me your thoughts briefly, anyway, because obviously the Wolves game. A lot of these games that we play, we've said it for time. We're not playing well. Like I speak to my friends. I was speaking to who was I speaking? Anyway, I was speaking to people months ago, and they're like, "Oh, why are you not happy about Arsenal? Whenever I speak to you about Arsenal, you're always complaining." I'm like, yeah, it's all fun and games looking at the table. We're top, we're this and we're that, but you look at the performances half the time, and it just leaves a lot to be desired. And now, unfortunately, I think it's starting to catch up with us. The performances are now catching up with the results, whatever way you want to talk about it that way. And I don't know your thoughts on the Wolves game and Brentford as well. Oh my God, bro.
Well, I think, I don't know if I'm exactly correct, but the last 7 games, we've got like four points or something like that. It's not exact, but basically we've dropped a whole shed load of points against teams where if you looked in the fixture list, you'd have been like, oh yeah, 3 points against Brentford. Man United, they're doing terrible this season. 3 points. Oh, Wolves, 3 points. Nottingham Forest, like 3 points. I think we literally got about 4 points from those matches I just named.
Yep, 100%. I remember at the time, the Nottingham Forest game, 0-0, and people are saying that's a good point.
That's what I was
raging after that game. Yeah, I've been getting, bro, I feel like I've been getting gaslit this whole season. I'm not going to lie to you. The Liverpool game, 0-0. That's not a good result. We're going for the league. They're not a good team. Why are we dropping points to Liverpool? Oh, no, but it's Liverpool.
All of these if you want to be champions, you can't be saying, oh, it's Liverpool. Like, you need to be going there, putting in a performance that shows why you should be champions. If it is just Liverpool and, oh, you have to expect a draw, then for me, you don't deserve to be champions.
100%. And I feel like every time we had the chance to bury this league, we have literally crumbled at every opportunity. So by a miracle, we're still top. By a miracle,
because I don't know how we're still top.
Only God knows. So if you look here, right, I think these are obviously the last fixture. So We've got Wolves here, 2-2. Okay, forget Wigan.
It
1-1
started
against
with Nottingham.
Brentford. And if we go back here, so we go all the way to the Forest game, wherever that is.
Yeah, that's where it started, because we could have gone 9 points clear at that stage.
Mhm.
Man City would have been like, there's no point in chasing these men, and they probably would have
Yeah.
dropped a few more points later. But we said, nah, let's just get 1 point, let them back in it.
100%. So you can see here, obviously, Liverpool 0-0 for me. I remember I was fuming after that game. I wasn't happy. People, Liverpool. We were at home. How are we not putting them to the sword? Then, okay, 2 cup games, cool. Then this game, as you said, the Forest game. This is where it starts, right?
Yep.
People are getting excited midweek. That Inter game, getting all excited. We're bringing Gyökeres off the bench. He's crashing it in. Jesus is looking mad. Okay, cool. Come back to reality. You play Man United. It's 3-2. Oh, they're on a resurgency. They've got the new manager bounce. What is this kind of talk when you're in a so-called title race?
Title race, literally. Bear in mind, Inter, like, I don't know why people were getting gassed, because their man lost to Bodo Glimt the other day.
They're not good.
They're not good,
These
like,
Italian teams.
Exactly, they're not that good.
I think Juve got smacked. Like, who did the Juve get? Was it Galatasaray?
Galatasaray 5-2 or 5-1.
5. Like, big up
They're not that
Galatasaray,
good.
big fan base, passionate fans here, but big Juventus getting whacked by.
That's what I'm
That's it,
saying.
5. Man are getting backed by AstroTurfers in Norway. Allow it. This is not a. This is what they're holding us to. I was even listening to. I can't remember what ex-player I was listening to, and they were like, yeah, I watched Arsenal against Inter. They looked really good that day. I'm thinking Inter. No offense, right? But that's not the level right now. That's not the level. Great club, great history, but it's just not the level.
Exactly.
Anyway.
They're not the Inter of old. Some of these clubs are not the clubs they used to be. Look at Man United, for example.
Mhm.
If somebody was, I don't know, some Italian fan was be like, oh, we beat Man United, this and that. Us Prem fans would be like, this ain't the same Man United that you used to know, you know.
Mhm.
They've changed.
Bro, even this Man United would probably tuck away 99.9% of those Serie A teams right now. So it's not something to get excited about, honestly. 3-2 against Kaira Almaty. I don't know how that became 3-2.
See, that's already a warning sign. That's already a warning sign.
It was going wrong already. Bro, I don't know. This team, man, when they play to the level of the opponent, I honestly believe this.
Like,
the worse they are, bro, you know why? Because I do it on FIFA sometimes. When I feel like I'm way better than someone, I just play to their level. Just to make it interesting for myself.
What is needed, not like what you can actually do in it. Yeah,
I could beat him 10-0, but I'm just going to beat him 2-0, just because, just to make it interesting for myself. And I feel like that's what Arsenal do half the time. All right, cool. Leeds away 4-0. All right, we've done Chelsea in the cup. Sunderland 3-0. That was a really good result, I would say, at home. And then from there, you're thinking, listen, you beat Sunderland, let's go for it. Buff, Brentford 1-1. And then this
I forgave them for that 1-1 because Brentford, all in all, this season have been a good team, a difficult team to beat as well.
Yeah, where are they in the table? Let's have a quick 7th, to be fair.
7th.
Yeah, solid.
So I was like,
solid,
okay, I can forgive you, man. They're not idiots. Some of those other ones, though.
But this last game, if I go back here, if you want to let me go back, Wolves. Now, this one here, this is criminal. This is where are Wolves on the table? Let's just keep scrolling. Oh, I can't find them. Oh, there we go.
Brother, this team is a championship team. They're relegated already. Like, we drew with a championship team on Wednesday. Deep it.
You know what? Yeah. You know, I'm so glad we've waited 2 days. Was it 2 days since the game to speak about this?
We would have come on talking some wicked talk. Yeah.
We would have been arrested. 100%.
Arrested.
Some of the things I was saying after the game.
You saw the WhatsApp chat, innit? We were talking wicked.
The WhatsApp is dangerous. The WhatsApp is dangerous. If the FBI, CIA, MI6, MI5, if you ever get your hands on that, it's peak.
It's peak.
Because they'll be thinking we're up to no good. That's the only way to put it. Right? Oh, man. You look at this team Wolves, yeah. Brother, 1 win. Is that 1 win the whole season?
1 win.
Man, I conceded 50 goals, bro. 19 L's. 19 L's. And not only that, right? The first game against them, We
We
scumbagged our
struggled.
bro. Remember, we went to go watch it together. We watched it together. We were outside, and won. We thought we drew that game as well. 1-1, hands in our heads. Title's gone, and then we fluked a little own goal. 2-1.
And you see, those again are the warning signs of what was to come later.
100%. And then we come back, reverse fixture. We're 2-0 up, guys. 2-0 up against the worst team in the Premier League. Maybe one of the worst teams of all time. I know people saying one of the worst teams of all time. I was looking back last season. Was it last season, Southampton? They were very stinky. You
They
think
were
about
bad,
Derby back in day as well. Yeah, there have been some stinky teams. So
Nah,
but they're
but
up there.
these men are with them, man. Yeah, they're in the
Yeah,
same.
they're up there. Exactly. Same category, same boat. And you're doing this? Bro, when Hincapi scored, it was a brilliant goal. Gabriel, beautiful pass. I'm like, yeah, this is
Great
football
pass.
for once, finally.
Yeah.
You know, Gabriel's got more incision in his passes than all of our midfielders. Embarrassing.
Combined.
Right? Combined. We'll talk. There's one guy in our midfield we need to speak about in a second as well. Right? We got time to. It's Friday. We'll get on to him. Mikel's nephew. Got a big issue. I got a big issue with him in our midfield, bro. But again, David Raya for that first goal. Is it? Listen, I really rate Raya, and I don't think we need to replace him, to be honest. But I feel like he has got this mad weakness when it comes to long shots, right?
Yes.
Like, I feel like any team can just clock the ball from far and somehow go in.
I'm hearing he's quite a small goalkeeper, and a lot of the goals, like you say, they just kind of just go over his head. How tall is he?
He is. I'm crying.
4.6. Oh my days.
He's about 6 foot, I'd say. He's about 6
So
foot.
he's just 6 foot, and he's a goalkeeper in the Premier League for a title challenging team. Are you a dick?
Yep.
Let me see. Look, I'm about to start swearing, bro.
Go for it, fella. You know what it is? Raya on the ball is so cold. His saves at times so good. In the air, really consistent. Right. In general, for me, he's like an 8.5 out of 10 goalkeeper. Honestly, most of the time.
Yeah.
It's just whether it's his height, whether it's his positioning sometimes, there's just something that is stopping him from being, let's say, like even though he's better in some aspects of the game than Donnarumma, but a Donnarumma in a big game, cup final, you want him in goal than Raya, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. In a big cup final, big moment, someone, I don't know, you're playing Liverpool, let's say Champions League, they got Szoboszlai. He just plants the ball from 30 yards out. Raya might let that in. Donnarumma might save it. And that's, I think, obviously, it's not a massive issue. He's nowhere near the biggest issue in our team. He's not an issue. He's not even an issue. I would say that he's not even an issue.
But he's the reason that we drew that game on Wednesday.
It's something to point out, innit? Like, even the second goal, right? Him and Gabriel. Was it Gabriel? They're moving like Koscielny and Szczesny against Birmingham. What are you doing?
That is such a poor mistake. It's such a poor mistake to make. Like, you can see your defenders got that. How many Wolves players were around Gabriel?
Let me have a look. I'll try and get a still image if I can.
Broski, there were no players around him.
Oh yeah, no, there wasn't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
they were unchallenged. Why would you then go and challenge your guy? He's not your boy. So if he just left him and stayed on his line, Gabriel, maybe the clearance doesn't even go that far. If a shot comes in, guess who's in goal to save it? With Calafiori there as well, David Raya would be there. Instead, he's on the floor. Calafiori can't stop the shot when it does eventually come, and goal.
It's a goal. Another issue, right? Just our general play, right? Number one, let me just, before we even talk about our general play, I want to just, this is my opinion now, because I see people getting onto my guy.
I've seen them, and I don't get it, really. I don't get it.
Listen, yes, he might be having stinky performances here and there, but is one of the few guys I'll give him a pass. This guy has been abused. He picked up an ACL, came back like a warrior. Ben White, we rinsed him, abused him out of the picture. Urian Timber came in. I think for more than 12 months, he's one of our most consistent players, right?
Yep.
And all of a sudden, just because he's having a few bad games, he's a human being, right?
Yeah, like I'm seeing them saying, "Oh, we need Ben White, we need Ben White." I'm like, I don't really think we need Ben White. Like you men are saying that.
Listen, I don't mind the rotation. Like Ben White is a good for me. I love Ben White. I think he's a really, just brilliant footballer. I think he's a brilliant footballer. He can offer us a lot. But to get onto Timber like he's one scrub, like the way I'm seeing some people get onto him, I think you guys need to sit down and calma, yeah, because you might have forgetting everything he's done up until this point, and you know the circumstances that this manager has put him under. Right, this manager don't rotate. There's another image that I actually saw, right, which actually bugged me. And I'll try to find it. If not, I'll just say it anyway. We've signed obviously Zubamendi and Norgard, right? I think this season in the Premier League, Norgard has played. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen that he's played 32 minutes in the Premier League.
I saw that same statistic, bro.
This is Premier League captain.
And then how many were Zubamendi's minutes?
I'm seeing like 2,000 something. I'll try to find the difference in the minutes. Like Zubamendi's been playing every game, every single game.
I tell you,
every time I watch, what did he do?
Bro, remember the Man United match?
Yeah.
Zubamendi literally passed the ball to, I don't know, Bemo. He said, hey, go take a shot against my Spanish brother and go. And Bemo slapped it. They equalized. That's not the first time that he's given the ball away in that sixth position, whatever position he's playing. That guy is so scared of the Premier League. Yeah, I don't know what position he plays from. He's so scared when it comes to on the ball a lot of the time. He is okay going forward, I can't lie. Scored some good goals. But his presence in the midfield is near non-existent on many occasions, especially against Wolves as well.
100%. And if you see here, so I pull up the image now. So it's saying Norgard here. According to this guy, Norgard has played 32 minutes. I'm sure if you check on the Premier League website, you can probably find this information anyway. And Zubamendi's played over 2,000 minutes this season, right? For me, that's gross mismanagement, especially when you've got not just the likes of Norgard who could play in that position. You've got Lewis Skelly as well who could play in there, right? Obviously, Noneri's gone out on loan. Obviously, Noneri's not going to play like for like in that DM position, right?
Yeah.
But even someone like Odegaard, deep lying, for me, I wouldn't have had an issue with that because a lot of the time when we were playing Zubamendi, Rice and Odegaard, I'm watching the midfield and I'm like, what is happening? Odegaard is out here chilling in Zubamendi's position. Zubamendi's just there. He's at 10 men now. What's going on? There was that
conversation of like Odegaard needs to push up when Zubi's on the pitch because he kept dropping deep. So why not sub one of them, let Odegaard drop deep and then put, somebody else there.
Yeah, if Odegaard's comfy, wants to play deep, right, and you're happy for him to do that, calm, then play an Eze in the 10 or keep a Noneri and let him play in the 10 instead. Like, this is something we had options. And obviously Arteta saying another thing with Arteta is like, oh my God, we couldn't have predicted these injuries because we sent Noneri on loan. Mate, what do you mean? I predicted the injuries.
When we sent Noneri on loan is when I said, I didn't mind it because development, Saliba's done that pathway. But I said, are you sure with the way we collect injuries like the gemstones that Thanos does for the gauntlet? Are you sure? Lo and behold, Marino broken foot. So what now?
I think this manager without Marino, as funny as it sounds, and Kai Havertz is a lost guy, bro. He's lost. Them two guys are players that he needs fit.
They've got his nudes in it. They've got his nudes. I know it. Yeah. Like
Marino was filling in any position midfield. Sometimes he was looking okay. I mean, I don't rate him in the midfield. MM9. That's what we're calling him. You play him up front. He's doing a job. Kai Havertz as well, being injured this whole time, I think has really, really hampered Arteta ball. So to speak. I feel like them two in particular, the way he uses them helps.
Exactly. Havertz has been a massive blow having him recently injured again. So we're in the gutter.
We're in the gutter. All right, cool. So there's Zubamendi. I'm hoping, honestly, Zubi, this is a message to bro, just do something that looks like a midfielder. I'm on my knees. I watch him. There's times I stop watching the game and I just watch Zubamendi to see what he does. And I'm still not seeing anything. I'm just like, 60 million. Real Madrid, you say you want him. Just drop us a nice 80 million, man.
That's what he's for. He's for the Spanish league. He's not for the Premier League, where you're gonna get a Joe Linton in midfield coming and chasing you. Yeah. And Zubi hears that the footsteps. He's scared. He's like, "Rah, here's the ball." All of a sudden, he's giving the ball to the opponent. They're in on goal. They score.
Facts. For me, like Bruno Guimaraes, that's the player we should have been spending. I know Newcastle's difficult, but that kind of player, right? You get him in your midfield, him and Rice, that's a
Or
serious midfield.
or a Tonali. Like I love Tonali, I can't lie.
Yeah,
For
even a
Rice,
Tonali.
interchangeable.
Yeah. I think Tonali and Rice are very similar. That's the only thing. That's the only reason I'd say Bruno G. Like if you had a choice, but even a Tonali and Rice, I'm sure they could work together, 100%. One on the left, one on the right, up and down, machines.
Exactly.
They could do something like that. But Arteta's brain, he's like, no, we'll get in Zubimendi. And you know what's making me laugh? Jorginho on his last legs when he was at the club, right? For me, was a better midfielder than Zubimendi.
Wow, that's a
Jorginho.
big statement. And I'd say maybe they were on the same level, but I hear it.
Bro, I'm watching because I remember watching games. Jorginho is playing. He's actually controlling the midfield. Like this is yes, he made there was one game against
I
Tottenham.
remember the one.
He made that big
Tottenham,
mistake,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that was like one off. He actually rarely made a big howler because he was so limited physically. He understood his brain. His football brain was serious. That was top level football brain. If we had Jorginho years before, I think us man would have all loved him, fam. But
When he won the champs and that with Chelsea, you could have had done well with him then.
Yeah, this is a proper midfielder. Like in terms of the quality of passing, like Zubimendi, his quality of passing is it's me. He's all right. Like it's nothing special. Exactly. We're Arsenal Football Club. I've seen midfielders pinging balls, bro. This guy's range of passing ain't special. It's just safe.
It's nothing to be like, I need him in my team. There's nothing like that.
Bro, for me, watching with the eye, I'm not sure what his I'm sure maybe it's with the centre backs, his most common pass. But for me, when I'm watching, his most common pass is that little clip ball to Timber. More time. Him and Timber. Like he was always just hitting Timber. I'm like, that's all you offer, bro.
That's basic, fam. That's very basic. And his other favorite one is just side to side. I'll be so real.
Side to side. And you know what's killing me? People will be like, oh, no. He offers goals now because now he's got a few goals. He's like Gundogan. What do you mean he's like Gundogan?
That's a disrespect to Gundogan. That's a disrespect.
This is the world we're living in. The world we're living in. So the midfield is an issue already. Like Saka number 10, for me, that was positive. I like Saka in the 10 just because I think his future anyway is going to be in the middle, right? Some capacity. I don't see Saka playing out wide for many more years, to be totally honest with you, with the way we've just rinsed him, to be honest. I feel like Saka, with his quality, he's number one. He rarely ever loses the ball. He's so smart. And
strong
as you saw, listen, if strong, you'll find space. The goal that he scored against Wolves, he showed like he's in the middle. He's effective. He's an effective player. But for me now, I think, as you said it as well, and I'll let you start. This attack that we've got, bro. Yeah, let me get the team back up. There's two brothers in here. Like Madueke, whatever, he's just Madueke. But you see these two humans, Martinelli and Gyökeres. What in the what? How have they made it to this level? Like this is not even me trying to mock it in terms of
facts. I hear it.
You shouldn't be here. I'm being serious. Like even in the game against Wolves, right? I was starting Martinelli because I think he was Gyökeres was anonymous. I even forgot he was playing. Martinelli though, you give him the ball, close control, non-existent. Even Trossard came on at one stage. You give him the ball short, he's trapping the ball, he's actually doing something with it, he's shielding it, he's recycling the ball, right? It's not doing anything special. It's just
the basics, the fundamentals.
But Martinelli, like the way he controls the ball is suspicious. The way his dribbling, what does he dribble? He just runs.
He's a head down merchant. And anyone who does that, when they're sprinting with the ball, you're not a professional football level. Like I see men like that in the Sunday league. They're quick, don't get it twisted, but they don't know where their players are on the pitch because their head's down. They don't even know where they are on the pitch because their head's down. Your football IQ is low. And that's who are starting left wingers for Arsenal. So we're cooked in that regard.
It's actually scary hours. Like for me, I think this has to be his last season at the club.
Has to be.
Martin, sell him. And there was rumors of Saudi 80 million. But if I see anything more than 40 million pounds,
I'll Uber him to the airport myself. Like I'll drive him there.
We'll do it together, bro. I'll carry his bags. I'll carry his bags.
Exactly.
I'll do everything. I'll do everything, man. I'll do everything to get this guy out at this point, man. People, listen, I've always been team like give Martinelli a chance, right? But yeah, I'm not at this stage. Not at this stage. And him in conjunction with this guy.
With your, oh my days.
This is not football now. How are you gonna win the league like this, bro?
Is anti-football, and I'm saying we sell Gyökeres this summer. We need to flip him like a yard, bro. Yeah, we spent a 60 whatever mil on him. He's not gonna like. Imagine next season you're going in, we don't get a new striker, and it's Gyökeres again. Are you gonna be guessed?
Impossible. Flip this
him.
guy is he's not making it next season. I don't know who's gonna take him. I don't know how much money we can we even get money for him because he's on a dumb wage as well. I'm sure he's on stupid money at this point.
Yeah, I think he's on like 200 plus.
Or maybe 180. He's getting a quick loan to Napoli or something, and we're gonna have to pay like 70% of his wage at this point. If Andrea Berta, you find a way to get rid of this guy, please. To be fair, he's in the Champions League. Stat wise, I think even this season, let's have a look at his stats. Actually, I think it's not bad on paper.
This is where again, I'm not a massive stats man, as in I don't really rate them. You know what's that saying? A bikini only shows you half of a body type thing. Like, you're not seeing the full picture, fam.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a man can get good stats or even acceptable stats, but when we watch him, when we tune in, knowing the football that we know and what we see, is he the guy that you're looking at thinking he's gonna get us goals, he's gonna link up play, he's gonna draw defenders into bad positions? Is he that guy?
He's gonna link up play. Yeah,
link up. Have you seen his first touch?
You could make me laugh. No. He can't. He ain't got the capacity. He ain't got linking up play. That's not even a question here. Like, this is not happening.
This is
number one.
So that's against the whole core of Arsenal, bro.
You know what kills me as well? Sometimes he gets balls down the channel, right? And you're like, yeah, this is your chance, bro.
He's turning backwards. He's taking the touch with the outside of his foot, and then he's turning backwards. Or
he's trying to, he's just trying to kick it, crash the defender, like with his body, and then figure out what happened, bro. He's
sprint in it, and then see, what can I do now? But he's not even looking up.
He might be one of the worst signings I think we've ever made, like full stop. I think this is the worst striker we've signed in Emirates era. Because I'm thinking now, Yaya Sonogo.
Actually,
he was a postman when he came in. Like, that's what I read. Maran Shamak, he had a little run here and there. You know, a couple of games, him and Fabregas were cooking. Nicholas Bentner weren't too bad for us. I thought.
What about that Spanish guy? Was it like Garcia or somebody, or the small Spanish guy
up front? Oh,
yeah.
Do you mean the loan?
I think it might have been a loan. Yeah.
Dennis Suarez.
No, not Suarez. Let me Google it quickly.
Yeah, have a Google. But I'm saying I think Gyökeres pound for pound might be the worst signing. You know, there was years I debated with people. I thought it was Mustafi. You know, Mustafi was up there. I thought Mustafi was one of the worst signings. For many years, Granit Xhaka, I beefed him for, I think, 5 years out of his 7 years at Arsenal, however long he was here. Apart from the last 18 months where he's remembered how to play football and actually calmed down with the yellow cards. But Gyökeres, he's taking it to another level. Yeah. The only thing, as I said, in the Prem, 20 games started, 8 goals. This doesn't look too bad. And I think in the Champions League, I don't know if I can find it, but in the Champions League, obviously, he scored against Inter, he scored against Atleti. You know, he's got a few goals in the Champions League. So maybe a team in Europe will look at him with his record in Portugal. You know, still plays for the Swedish national team. They might look at him and say, "Listen, we'll take a little punt on him." But I don't think we're gonna get what we paid for him. Like,
maybe not.
Even when we signed him, even if he was good, we wouldn't get what we paid for him.
Yeah, but like you said, those reasons are why I think we need to flip him now. Because if he continues stinking up the gaff, his price is just going down, and we're just losing money on that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Big up.
And that striker was Lucas Perez, by the way.
Oh, Lucas Perez. Yeah, you see that window from hell. You see all the players I said, Mustafi, Xhaka, and Lucas Perez. That is the transfer window that put us in Europa League for 7 years or whatever, 6 years or whatever it was. You know, it's funny that's what got Wenger sacked, that transfer window, because that's when we had a bit of cash 100M on them three
Mm.
players to take us to the next level. This
What a
brother, Wenger, he was meant to sign Vardy, Mahrez, and Kante, but it was all there, them three. You could literally just hook them from Leicester. The brother signed Perez, Xhaka, Mustafi. Yeah, and that is what killed our legend, Arsene Wenger. They'll tell you other
Honestly.
things killed him. You know, he lost the fact that transfer window is that's the worst transfer window. That's worse than even the season before the Leicester title win when we signed just Petr Cech. That one, which that 100M spent, yeah, obviously 100M back in them times, that
That's a
meant
lot.
something. Yeah, that meant something before COVID. That's a real
Yeah.
money. That's real money. So yeah, there was scary hours for us then, man. But yeah, this
Yeah.
attack we've got,
Oh, by
right?
the
If we
way,
look up,
large up David in
go
the
on.
chat.
Yeah. Come on, my G. Big up,
Come on.
David. Smash the like button, guys, if you haven't already. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. All of that. As I said, the channel is now on remontada mode, right? I have freed up so much so that this channel can breathe, right? So we're making sacrifices just to be here. Let's put it that way. But yeah, big up
Lol.
David, man. As
And I just seen
always.
the comments from Hass as well.
Yeah.
He's telling me to jump on pro clubs.
Pro clubs.
Yeah.
There's no pro clubs here. No pro clubs here. This is serious discussions, man. Serious discussions. But yeah, man. Honestly, coming down here, you look at our bench. Eze.
We might need to talk about him as well.
Listen, you start. You speak on Eze right now because I prefer not to speak.
Where do I start? Well, one is the price tag. We've paid. How much did we pay for him? Like 65 million?
68, I think.
68 million. Are you mad? And he's only had
10.
2 good games for us. And I'll tell you those good games. One was even half a game. One was Tottenham, banged a hat trick. Large up. I rate you for that. The other one was that late assist against Man City for Martinelli.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know what else this guy has done.
Is it his fault?
And I don't think it's his fault. That's the thing. It's not his fault. The way Arteta utilizes this player is shocking. Absolutely shocking. And I feel like the instructions that he's given by Arteta is so confusing. Because I see him on the pitch, I think it was him and Madwake, they were arguing, or him and Rice, they were like, yo, you need to be here, you need to be there. I know what Arteta is telling him. Verbal diarrhea, you need to do this, you need to do that. Eze is not one of those ballers where you bark instructions at him. Eze is a baller where you give him the ball and the natural talent that he's been doing on the cage, South London times, it just flows. Like we saw at Palace.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I was speaking to someone, was it yesterday? I said to them, for me, I watch Eze and I see him like an Ozil kind of player where you don't bring Ozil off the bench. You let Ozil play 90 minutes because they need to find the rhythm of the game. They need to smell the game, right? This is not Martinelli. Yeah, Martinelli can play last 15 minutes a game because whether he starts or
needs instructions.
But he's only going to play one mode. This is the thing with Martinelli. It doesn't matter what the game state is. All he does is run, right? But someone like Eze, if you want to get the best out of a player like Eze, you have to bring him on, or you have to play him from the beginning. You have to start him. You have to let him see out the game as well, because he will have periods in a game, right, where he will be quiet for 15 minutes, and you're like, what is Eze doing? Oh, he's not doing anything. But he'll have that moment of quality, which a lot of our players don't have in our squad, whether he can do something by himself. And Arteta doesn't want to take that risk, because Arteta football is all about 11 man running around, long balls, even against Wolves. What kind of criminal football was that? Arsenal Football Club oofing it every second.
We played defensive football. Obviously, that's what Arteta is good at. Defense. He's got a good, solid defense. We had a good start to the season with, like, I don't know, so little goals conceded. I don't know what's happened to that. That's gone out of the window. And yeah, he's just like what Karen's saying here. This manager, he doesn't like to score goals. He likes to defend goals. That's what he likes. He does not enjoy scoring the goals. Maybe because his career, he didn't score many goals. I don't know what it is. But he does not like to score goals. And it's very evident with what he does to all the attacking players. Bro, name me one attacking player that has thrived under Arteta. There's only one as well, by the way.
One attacking player that's thrived under
Yeah, there's
Arteta.
only one, and he's not even doing it right now. But there's only one.
It's only Saka, like that's the only guy, but I
This
can
is it.
think of. But that's because he's Saka. Saka
That's
can.
because he's Saka. I wouldn't even give Arteta that credit, but he
Yeah,
gets the credit because he's been Saka's like he's done best under
yeah.
Arteta. So
But Saka all this time has been playing right wing back. That's what I've been saying, and he's still putting up good
some
performances,
numbers in it. Yeah.
trying to put up the numbers. And obviously, even now, the numbers are not looking as great as they should be. And people who don't watch Arsenal, who don't watch Saka week in, week out, like, oh, he's not good. Because on paper, yeah, he might not be putting up the crazy stats. But how is he going to be putting up these crazy stats? Shock the minute you put him in the center, like in the 10, and he has a bit more space to actually roam about. He scores a bloody goal. Shock,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But it's hard to thrive in this team as an attacker.
It's hard. And another thing, Arteta's the way he tells us to play has become so predictable now. Like we know we're gonna, or our opponents, know that we're gonna knock it side to side to side, try to stretch them a bit. Then we're gonna get it down to the wing, Trossard or Saka. They're gonna try cut in, maybe win a corner, put the ball in, and then we'll try and get our goals from there. Saka now, he's been clocked. That's why I feel like that's why he's had to come in the middle. People know that Saka's going to receive the ball after a series of long passes in the middle, try to take someone on, maybe try to cross it in, and it's not working anymore. So now we've had to switch it up. Thank God, it's a bit refreshing, but it still didn't prove successful against Wolves on Wednesday, did it?
And as I said, alluding back to the point where I said Marino and Havertz both being injured, that's also affecting Saka because the structured play, we were doing the same thing for how long? Get it to Saka, Odegaard and Saka, little 1-2. Oh, Saka cuts in. Oh, whip it in, back stick, and Havertz is there. Yeah, whip it. We do the same thing time and time again. It's just a pattern. Or if that flops, you win a corner. And this is another concern that I had, right? If you guys go back to watch the game against United, first like 10 minutes in, we won a corner. And big up Saka, we all love him. But I've never seen someone smile so much for but now buzzing to win corners. This is what we've been reduced to because these men don't believe they got the minerals to break teams down and cut them open at will. Like all other Arsenal teams that we've watched, to be honest, right, growing up, they've all believed that they can outsource anyone. When the ball's on the floor, they'll cut a team open. This team definitely doesn't believe that. They're out here fighting for corners, fighting for free kicks, fighting for a long throw, hoofing it.
Time
wasting. Listen, this ugly football that we're watching has to result in title.
Yeah, no, it has to. This is a good point. It has to because I ain't gonna put up with this and we don't even win a title. I'm allowing it because if it wins us the title, who are we to say, change it? But if we do this and we don't win a title, if I speak.
And that's where the pressure is coming from. That is actually even where the pressure is coming from. Yes, the club hasn't won the Premier League for so long. But big part of the pressure is a lot of the fans are not enjoying the game, right? But they're putting up with it, as you said, just because we're top, just because Man City still haven't flipped us just yet, right? So we're still hanging in there. But really and truly, if this was a team, or if this Arsenal team was second all season, lagging behind Man City, playing like this, I think the fan base would have been in a whole different spot. Second or third playing this kind of football. Oh my God, this fan. But no, you look at the table, we're top of the Champions League. Oh, we're top of the. What does this mean, by the way? It's not even
because
much.
If we don't finish all of these competitions and seasons in that position, then it's all for nothing. It's all for nothing.
It's tough. And you know what? This actually brings us to our next point today. So Arteta, as I said, this man, top rattler.
Oh yeah.
So he's come out today, right? And he said here, Mikel Arteta calls for love, even when Arsenal lose or draw. And there was another bit of it, right? I don't know if it's in this article. He was talking about, so someone asked him a question. The Wolves, apparently social media page, they put something on TikTok, kind of making fun of Arsenal, I believe. But he said, I didn't see that. But I did see that their manager said a lot of good things about us and the way we play. So man said, I'm not trying to hear the negativity.
Yeah, he's toxic positivity 101, fam.
100%. It's too toxic. So on here, let's have a little read. It says, okay, called for love even when Arsenal lose a draw. Obviously, we've drawn to Brentford and Wolves. We've only won 2 of our last 7 games, which is in the league, which is insane. So it says here, I was a player, right? Love me when I draw and when I lose. To love
This
when I
guy's
win
doing
is
poetry.
very, very easy. You have to love the players and be next to them when they need it the most, right? And listen, some people are arguing, and it's not just Arteta. I've seen people saying it's up to the Arsenal fans now to stop being negative, to show these players love and support them, even if you don't like the way they're playing. You know, I, for one, do not agree with that. I say the players need to show us something to support, right? Show us some good football, get us off our seats, and then 100% the fans will follow you. How can the fans, even if we scream and shout, right, and back these guys, they're still gonna be smiling like ear to ear when they win a corner because they're not creating anything in open play? That's not me. That's the manager. Manager's got to fix up.
And
so
the thing
I don't
is,
know this.
You call for love, yeah, but 3 seasons ago, where did we finish, bro?
Second.
We thought we was gonna win it as well. We was clear. 2 seasons ago, where did we finish?
Second.
We thought we was gonna win it as well. We were ahead. Last season, where did we finish, bro?
Second.
At this point now, it's getting traumatic because we thought Man City are dead, Liverpool are dead, we're gonna win it. But last season, we didn't even really challenge. We just finished second again. This season, after 3 consecutive second finishes, why should we love you if it's just gonna be the same thing over and over again? Isn't it us that is crazy at that point?
That's what I'm thinking. Are we? This is mental health, bro. We're human beings, you know. We can't just keep living in a loop.
Exactly. Why do we love? We don't love finishing second. We want to finish first. We love finishing first, but he wants us to love this same traumatic loop that he keeps putting us in.
100%. So it says here, going on, what I'm interested is in the next one. You know what? This brother, what game was it that he came out with some mad speech saying he did something very recent? I can't remember what it is now. I should have saved it, but it was like a few bad results ago. And then he came out with this toxic positivity saying, oh, all we're thinking about now is the next few months, how we're going to be better, how we're going to... I think it was after the Man United loss. It had to be after the Man United loss, right? And ever since then, that toxic positivity, where has that got us?
It's got us worse points. Like I said, we got 4 points in the last 7 games, bro. It's gone downhill.
100%. It's gone downhill. And if you guys have clocked today what's been going on, there's been a lot of PR stuff been happening.
Oh, Bilal, don't get me started. This is why I'm telling you, they take us for idiots, fam. All the Saka contract stuff, right? Bro,
I didn't even watch a video. You know, I'm so rattled. I've not even clicked on the video.
Of course not. Do you think I care?
I don't care. And that's when I know my head's gone, because it's Saka, and I'm still not. I'm not buying it. I don't buy
it. Exactly. Yeah, shout out DJ in the chat, fam. No dog in them. No dog at all, fam.
They need help. Let me find this thing, man, about Declan Rice. This is what made me laugh today. This guy, man. You know, Declan Rice, by the way, absolute joke of a player. Like, when I watch Rice, I'm like,
yeah, he should be our captain, I can't lie.
Yeah, you know what, we say that. I agree, but then sometimes, you know, his comments, I'm just like, bro.
No, bro. That's exactly why he should be captain, because he's got that ego about him. He don't mind saying it how it is, even if it comes across disrespectful or whatever.
All right, but look at this. This is what made me laugh today. He's like, when he first joined Arsenal, I remember Saka saying, you can't lose derbies here to Spurs. For the fan base, the players and stuff, that's the game you can't lose, right? Anyway, these kind of comments kill me, because number one, he's acting like he's some South American foreigner who doesn't know anything.
Don't know about London, derby.
Don't know about London. This guy, bro. This is why he kills me. You played for West Ham. West Ham fans hate Tottenham. You know, they hate Tottenham. They're always riding out when they want to beat Tottenham. It's a big game for them as well, right? But he's out here saying, yeah, we can't lose to them. You know, this is the chance for us to bounce. To bounce back. The way, I don't know. Sometimes, even I love Rice. By the way, this is not. He's, for me, Ballon d'Or. I'll be doing the propaganda. Don't worry. I actually love this guy since he signed so happy that we have him in our club, right? But even sometimes after a game, they will say like, "Oh shit!" I don't know. Sometimes there's something about it, something about what he's doing, which is odd. I don't know. Despite,
Bro,
listen, maybe he has a right to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. If you rate it, you rate it.
I rate it because it just shows that he's real, innit? These men normally they come out like Arteta loves to like bash into them. Oh, you have to say these toxic positive stuff, this and that. Rice, he just says what he feels at the time. Like, yeah, we were shit. Or like, we were crap. We didn't deserve or to win this and that. I feel like that's the real man. That's a captain. Everyone else has got the PR stuff all in them. Rice will just tell you what it is, fam.
There's only one thing that's concerning me though with Rice and even Saka. Just reading between the lines, maybe because I'm being too critical now. I'm reading into their comments, and everything stems on we can't lose. We have to win.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So there's no, for me, a draw and a loss is the same thing, guys.
Same thing.
So if we draw against Tottenham, that's a loss.
Yeah, but for them, man, they'll be happy. They'll be happy because they didn't lose.
Yeah, we don't lose. We didn't lose today. And Rice has done that in the last few years since he's been here in these title races. We'll come out with some crap draw, and it'll be like, listen, the most important thing is that we didn't lose today. No, the most important thing is that we didn't win today. Right? Like they need to change the way everything seems negative, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. We score a goal against Wolves. We're 1-0 up 5 minutes into the game. Instead of killing them then, next 30 minutes, stick it on them, get the second goal, get the third goal, dead off the game. We're playing negative football to the point where in the second half, when we even somehow go 2-0 up, brother, why are we under pressure the rest of the game? Why are we getting goals?
Bro, they had more possession than us the whole second half.
The whole second half. I don't even know how many shots we even had in the second half anyway. Like the Hincapi shot might have been like 1 out of 2 or 3 the whole second half.
Literally.
So this team, I feel like they're just set up negative. They think negative. They don't think to win. And this is what is worrying me. Because let's go to Man City quickly. This is the reason now we're shook, right? And it's Man City. The difference between Arsenal and City is City have attackers, right? They have killers, right? And we don't. And normally, right, people say defense wins titles, right? It doesn't. There was one guy, big him up, one French like football YouTuber, massive. He was doing like a whole analysis of Premier League titles that have been won, and he said after doing his research, every title win has basically been the team that scores the most, not the team that concede the least, right? And we've tried the whole concede the least, and it's not got us where we need to get to. We now need to turn the screw and start scoring goals. So let me just go on.
Before. Imagine we have a not so good defense, right? But our attack is near the best in the league. And we're winning every single match. We're conceding 5 goals average every match. But guess what? We're scoring 8 goals on average every match. Who's the winner at the end of the day? You win it 8-4. You win it 7-4, 7-3. You know, like you just keep scoring more than you let in. You're good. You're going to win the league.
You have to have that threat going forward. We don't have that threat. That's why teams are comfy. They're just sitting in, chilling, waiting for their chance to counter. You know, it's easy. You know what? Arne Slot said it this season the best. He said the only team where his preparation actually worked every time was Arsenal, right? He even said it himself. He wasn't saying it in a way to boy Arsenal, but he was saying it more like, because he was under pressure, he's trying to say every game before, the Premier League, Champions League, he'll prepare a tactic, and then within a minute, it's out the window, right? Yeah. But for Arsenal, he said that's the only time he's made a tactic in the week and it's actually worked in the game, because we don't change the way we play. We play the same way every game. And that's why, yes, we're consistent for a lot of the season. Yes, we're consistent for a lot of the season because we're very structured. We play a same way every week. Our players can probably do what they need to do with their eyes closed, right? But to get over the line now, that's not structured football. You need magic. You need magic.
What happens when what you were taught doesn't work? What are you going to fall back on? If you have nothing to fall back on, you're cooked.
Exactly. You need players who are willing to break the system. That's what I think. And I don't know if we've got players who are willing to break the system. And for me, that's a big issue. And obviously, that comes down again to you can blame the manager as well, because you're signing players purely for your system. You're not signing players who can do something outside your system. I don't think, like, if, let's say for example, even if we had, as much as some people hate him, even like a Bruno Fernandes, right?
Quality.
Someone who will do something by himself, that is a player that will make a big difference for us. And that's why I do think someone like Eze, listen, maybe you give him that chance. Just you're the one few guys in the team that you can just do what you want. Maybe we'll get something out of him. But yeah, let me get up this thing about City, right? And this is why I'm worried. They signed Semenyo. They signed Gay. They've made the investment, right? At the beginning of the season, Trafford in goal, he was getting cooked. They signed Donnarumma. Are we deep in it? Right? These guys have got, like, they've, listen, defensively on paper, yeah, they might not be as good as us. Even midfield wise on paper, right? It might not be as solid as us, right? But just watch them play. They attack. Foden, whatever you think about him, is a quality player. Can play across the midfield, across the attack. Erling Haaland. This is already a problem. We haven't got one player on this level. Most teams obviously haven't got a player on this level. And I know this season he's been a bit hot and cold, blah, 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 blah. But you know, big game, Erling Haaland, what he's going to be doing. Semenyo, left foot, right foot. Arsenal fan, by the way, guys.
And this, right? I wanted him so badly this January, by the way. But Arsenal...
This is a player you sign to stop City signing him. If you really want to win the league, you stop City signing him, you put the money down. Oh, we can't afford... What do you mean you can't afford him? You can afford Gyökeres. Waste your money on Gyökeres.
They can't afford Madueke, though. Madueke.
This is Arsenal. This is actually Arsenal at this point. You come down to their bench. Marmoush, another guy on like 300 bags, just chilling there. Danger, man. Right? Right. Oh,
Ryan, does he's
quality player. Shirky.
Oh my God.
They got Shirky on the bench, just chilling. Who else they got? I don't know where Doku and them man are. Is he injured? They got a few injuries. Okay, them man. Listen, they've got players in the front line, especially, that we don't have. They've got a keeper who, as we discussed early on in the stream, we were talking about Raya. As we said, obviously Raya, 8 out of 10 goalkeeper, 8.5 out of 10 even. But in the big moments, biggest moments, do you want to have Donnarumma or do you want to have Raya?
Exactly. Did you see what he did for City against Liverpool? Yeah. He's the reason that City won that game, because I think they were they were winning, and it was late on. Liverpool about to score an equaliser. McAllister. What does Donnarumma pull out late? Right in the corner. Saved them. 2-1. Game's done.
Big goalkeeper. And this is what I'm saying. When you've got Donnarumma in goal, and then you've got Erling Haaland up front, already, it's just about the pieces around. And I think they've got enough pieces to go on a run. And that's my concern. If you look at, I don't know what their fixtures are saying. I think the next game, you have to pray that Newcastle can do something for us, because at this point, I'm gonna be totally honest, guys. I don't think it's not in our hands. I think it's more City mess it up themselves now.
Exactly. What do you mean? Leeds, Forest, West Ham, Palace. That's all sweeping. 3 points.
Yeah. If they get past Newcastle, the rest is peak. It's peak. They're not losing. And then what? I don't see them losing until they potentially. Okay, that's a cup final, but I think we'll play them soon after as well. So yeah, then they'll play Chelsea and then Arsenal. So that's there's a chance. We need
to be looking for them to really drop points.
It's most likely
Burnley, Everton, Brentford, maybe Bournemouth, Villa, maybe.
Even Villa, like end of the season, they just get banged. That they're not gonna be doing nothing end of the season. I promise you that. So, really and truly, City's fixture list right now, this is calm. If you're City, you're looking at Newcastle. We'll get past that. Okay, it might be difficult, but if you get past Newcastle, bless. Leeds, slap them. Forest, slap them. You got West Ham in the league. Palace, slap them.
This is what I'm saying. Like
it's only when you go Chelsea away, you're like, maybe Chelsea might, and then Arsenal. Them two games,
they might overtake us. Not to say that they're
Yeah.
going to go on and win it, but they could overtake us within the next 4 games.
Do you think if they overtake us, that we can overtake them? This has been my concern. I don't think we got that. As DJ said here, no dog.
No hug,
I don't think we got that dog to overtake them. They got the
Fact.
dog to overtake us.
Facts.
But
I'm not sure we have what they have to overtake them, fam. I don't know. And that's the worrying
100%.
thing. This is why we're so upset with the Wolves result. This is why we're upset at that Brentford result. And most importantly, this is why we're upset with that Forest result. Because we chucked away points.
We chucked away points for sure. And if you now look, our next game, we'll touch on it now. We might as well then. Tottenham.
I'm not confident in this game. I don't think we're winning this. I think we're drawing it.
Oh, bro.
And what happens if we draw this game, Bilal?
I think just Arteta. Listen, it's up to me. I would have sacked a time ago. But if you can't beat Tottenham, just leave. Because that's it. That's title done. That is already. I can't believe you dropped points to Wolves.
This is what I'm saying. These men are last. They're in a championship, Wolves. Tottenham are not far behind them in 17th or wherever, about to be relegated. Yeah. Bro, we're drawn with them.
Yeah, and these teams, did you see the Wolves fans, how happy they were to get the point against us, right? City, to be honest, no one has that vim for them. And this is a fair for them. They've got that advantage where people don't care about City winning the league, right?
Yeah,
as much as City fans might complain, and yeah, they've done it. And if they win, it feels like no one's won. That's the truth, right? If City, that's what everyone feels. If City win the league, it feels like nothing's happened that year.
Yeah.
So every team most teams don't have that energy. I'm sure even the players that play against City don't have that energy because the fans simply just don't have that energy. But obviously they're playing against Arsenal. Even if it wasn't Arsenal, even if it was City Liverpool or City Man United, every fan base will start having energy for the team against City more than against Man City. And for me, we know that we have to be above that level, and we still keep crumbling. Brentford, you crumbling. Wolves, you're crumbling. Forest, you're crumbling, right? City will go to them grounds and it's not the same. They'll just smack. And the thing with City, the number one, the fans of the other teams haven't got the same energy for them, but they also kill teams. They'll score 2 or 3 and just kill the game. That's another reason they don't have energy, because they will kill it. What we do is we keep the other team alive. We keep Wolves alive. We're 2-0 up. They somehow feel like they can come back. They feel like they can come back. They get one goal, it's peak. It's peak. Everyone's awake. Oh, let's go. Let's get the next goal. And instead of killing the game, we just sit there and give them more momentum after momentum.
And I know that is a key hallmark of Mikel Arteta's instructions and style of play. He kind of says, don't overexert yourself. Maybe he's afraid of players getting injured. You go 1-0 up, 2-0 up. Take it easy, lads. Don't do too much. You've got a game Saturday. You've got a game Sunday. Man City, they don't care. They're wiping you with they're wiping the floor with you.
I think these players, right? If I had the chance to be in the dressing room with these Arsenal players, I would just let them know, you don't win this league, you will be remembered as the biggest bottlers in the history.
Nah. Do you know what? I hear it. But these men, they don't do well under pressure, so that's gonna give them even more pressure. They're gonna be going out there with knocked knees. They're gonna lose the match, fam. You see what I'm saying? These men were under pressure against Wolves. We drew at the bottom of the league, bro, and there was actually not much pressure other than just win the match. They couldn't even do that. You tell them that they're gonna be the worst in the Prem if they bottle this league. They're gonna piss themselves, bro.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna tell them you might be the most embarrassing Arsenal team ever, all time. Like, does it not? You'll be remembered in one of the worst ways.
Yeah,
we've had bad teams, but what you guys are actually doing is beyond him. You had a chance at one stage to go 12 points clear, kill this league off.
This is my point. Oh my days!
These men deserve to know that you fix up now. You change the situation now. We play Man City, you beat them, or it's
fact. I hear it. They do need a what's it? That real talk, fam. They just need some real talk.
They need it. I think they need it, because if not, for me, I'll tell them, listen, a lot of you man can just leave in the summer. Like Gabriel must be questioning.
I like it.
Real talk. Because the project's done. The project's done. Like, the thing is, for me already, Arteta's cycle's done. Win or lose the league. For me, Arteta's cycle is over. I think think I don't know how many years he's been. Is it 8 years now?
7, I
He's
think.
been at the club for time. The cycles, we can see the cycles over. I don't even think he's got another year in him. Even when Wolves scored, it looked like he was about to cry, right? So the cycle's done. Listen, the cycle's finished. So for me, these players need to know you don't win. A lot of you man are gonna go as well. It's over for you man at Arsenal. It's true. There's no point. Like Gabriel, as Khalid's saying here, must be questioning if this team can get over the line. Right? He must be questioning.
I think we're fortunate that Berta's come in and he signed a lot of our good players to contracts recently. So, but I know Rice, he's not got a new contract yet. So that's a key player that we could potentially lose if Man City comes knocking and says, look, we beat these man this season. Say they win the league this season. They go and then they say, yo, Rice, come to the winning side, man. These men they're not serious with anything. He's gone.
But again, from my point of view as a fan, if this group of players and don't rise up and win it, I don't care. I genuinely don't care. You can all leave. All of you man can pack. Bro, like even realist bro, Saliba. Bro, you can go too. Like
I'm not even going to be tuning into the men's football. I'll just be watching the women's football because at least them shorties know how to win. These men don't know how to win now. Them man won the Champions League, like.
Yeah, the Leah Williams and all of that. They're locking it up, man.
Tuning into the women's game, man.
Run down, bro. The women team, man. They're serious bunch. But yeah, Khalid here saying Arteta is getting exposed. The set pieces are drying up, man. Does Arteta need a attacking coach? Does he need to hire someone just to teach? Like Arteta, I don't even know at this point what you need to do. Just sign someone.
I hear he's got his fingers in all corners of Arsenal. Like he's everywhere. So if he wouldn't be the kind to just get someone and say, you take care of that, because he wants to have his say in that. And his say is just defensive. He gets exposed, like Khalid says, he gets exposed if what he knows doesn't work. He can't do anything else.
That's why he worked as an assistant, man, for Pep. Like even he'll see a little thing, right? When I think Zinchenko, for example, he's the one apparently who got Zinchenko playing left back, and that worked. You know, once he's not a dumb guy. Arteta. I don't think anyone thinks he's dumb.
Nah.
But I think over the years at Arsenal Football Club, he's just shown that he's
not got the minerals to take us over the line. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, simple as that. And listen, this game here, as I said, against Tottenham, this is going to be a hard watch. I ain't gonna lie. I hate watching these games anyway, when away, especially away from home. Like the games at home, I always look forward to. Like it's normally that's cash money, 3-0, But the circumstances, like Tottenham new manager, they're gonna be buzzing for this. And you know what's peak as well? Tottenham have done us 2 favors this year against Man City, right? And they know that. They know they've been helping us. So this is their chance to unhelp us, to put the dagger in. Their motivation levels are going to be through the roof, right? And let's see, can we rise up to that? Because if we don't, it is already over.
This is Tottenham's cup final. Like they have nothing else to play for. They're in a Champions League, but they're not winning the Champions League, innit? This is their only cup final. If they can say, we stayed up, we avoided a relegation, and we stopped our rivals from winning the title, for them, they just won the Premier League.
That's it. These guys, listen, Tottenham fans would take finishing 17th, 16th if it meant Arsenal don't win.
Of course they would, because that's quality for them. That's their level.
That's all Tottenham are based on, is just stopping Arsenal or hating Arsenal. That's all their club's on. They don't have ambitions of them of their own. They're just haters. And are we gonna let them? And I genuinely hope we don't, man. I genuinely hope we don't. Khalid here saying, watching Arsenal not penetrate through the midfield and pass the ball sideways and expect the wingers to just cross the ball is baffling. Yep, this is another thing, 100%. Like, as we talked about, Zubimendi in the midfield, not doing enough in there. That's why Saka in the 10 was refreshing, just because we had someone willing to pick up space in the final third, come inside. Sometimes, he'll go to the right side. Obviously, he's used to that. But just having that freedom and that creativity in there is something that we were definitely, Arteta football, I think it's so structured. It's hard it's hard for these guys to break out of that. Right? Obviously, this is the thing. There's two different extremes, and Arteta might be a victim of PTSD as well from when he joined Arsenal. Because if you heard what Chamberlain has said, even I was watching one video a couple of years ago of Sami Nasri talking about Arsene Wenger. And listen, long story short is Wenger, there's no training, right? The training was they just play with the
I
ball.
remember that clip.
Yeah. No actual structure. There's nothing actually going on in terms of defensive work. There's no work on the opposition, right? Wenger was just about us. And that's why when we were playing football and it worked, my God, were we cooking. Because all Wenger knew to do was find the ballers. He knew how to spot a talent, right? And when he got everyone playing together in that way, listen, we'll have games where we're looking at the best team in the world. But obviously, conversely, you'd have games where we're getting smacked. Because
and we had no answer to it because, well, these men didn't train for that.
Train for that. He didn't know how to scout a good goalkeeper, good defenders, and even if we had good defenders, the pressure they would be under. It's kind of not like Barcelona now, but like it's the only example I can think of right now of a team where they're so attacking. The high line is so mad. Obviously, we weren't playing to that kind of level in terms of
that one, the handsy flick tactical.
That one. That is. I've only seen I think Ange at Tottenham do.
But even it didn't work for him because look where they finished in the league as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That kind of football is too mad. But that's the only example I can give of when it goes wrong, it goes wrong, and that was Arsenal for a long time, right? But with Arteta, as I said, he come to Arsenal. And as I said, he's come into that kind of system where, you're not really working on the opposition. You're just, it's just about us. For him, obviously, as a manager, he's completely opposite to that. He comes, even at Everton, is structured. It's Moyes. That's his upbringing. He's been at teams like Rangers. This is his, honestly, he's like a Brexit manager in a lot of ways. He's Spanish, yes, but he's got Brexit blood inside of him at the same time. So, that's Mikel, man. Big up Hand of Arsenal here saying big up the Arsenal community. Yeah, 100%. Big up the Arsenal fans. You know what? As I said, we started off talking about the Arsenal fans and we said we see people saying that they don't want to wake up in the morning because of this team. Right?
We're feeling as much as fellow Arsenal fans right now because we're in the same boat as you, man. Like it's not good 100%. Right now. That trauma trigger is very much at our door. We just hope it doesn't end the same way it did for the last 3 seasons because it's been terrible.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, like even that result against Wolves, right? Like I've been rattled this season in terms of anger, as in like a result will happen, like it doesn't go our way, and I just actually get frustrated for 2 reasons: the game play, the way we play is frustrating me already, and then the result. But the Wolves one, I was in bed, right, and I didn't move for a good 2.5 hours. Like, I genuinely didn't move. I was just stunned.
You're just taking in what has happened. Like when the final whistle went, I was heated. Like I wasn't saying anything. No, like you, I was in bed. I was just on my game, and I was just thinking, I don't care anymore. Like I just don't care anymore because these men are gonna do what they've done the last 3 seasons. Our rival fans are just gonna get onto us saying second again, ole, bottle jobs. And the thing is, I agree with them now. If it happens 4 seasons in a row, how can I defend Arsenal? They're on the same time 4 years in a row, man. That's not a fluke.
You know what it is? It's like even the rival fan thing doesn't even rattle me like that. It's just what they're doing to us, bro. Like I said, when I'm just sitting there, just like I felt like I got flashbanged. No, genuinely, I felt like I got. You're playing COD and you can't move, bro. You got hit with a white flash.
Yeah,
that's what I felt. That in that pain that I felt, right? I don't know the players, like. Constantly, this is another challenge of the team. You're listening to the same manager year after year. Right?
That can
same voice. Yeah, and the same things keep happening at the same time. It's gonna him to motivate the players each time. It's difficult.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's why for Arteta himself, not winning this season is, I think, not winning this season 100% will be the end of him at the club because it's going to be too difficult to motivate those players for another year. Right? That's the project for me, the cycle of Arteta is over anyway.
Exactly. And they'll be first again next season up until February, March. And then guess who'll come in? Man City's on the door waiting. What's up, guys? We're here for the trophy, by the way.
You know, Arsenal, listen, if you go through the history of the Premier League since we last won it, right? We have been a team that a lot of the times in January, February, we're top of the league. And then by the end of it, we're not top of the league. Because in the crunch time, we've always seemed in the Emirates era to crumble time after time again. But in the past, there would have been reasons. Okay, we haven't got the squad of a Chelsea, or we haven't got a squad of a Man United. You know, we haven't got a squad of a Man City, for example, right? So we haven't got the investment in the team. But this manager, he's got the investment. He's got the squad. He's got everything that he needs, in my point of view. Everything that I've called for over the years, Arsenal. Just invest in the club. It's Arsenal Football Club. We can attract, to be honest, I feel like we can attract any player in the world if we try it, right?
Yeah, if
we can bring any player in the world. I feel like we can attract them to our club. And that's why we've been able to build this squad right now. Right? If you compare the names, because some people like doing it, they compare the names of our players now to players back in 10, 15 years ago, and maybe it's not the same level, but that's because the game's changed, right?
Yeah,
but for this current generation of players, our squad is top. It's a top squad.
It's one of the best in the league as a whole squad. Even in Europe,
collective.
Even in Europe, as a collective. And right now, our positioning where we are in our competitions reflects that. We're top champs, top of the Prem, in the FA, in the Carabao final. But the thing is, like you said, when it comes to crunch time, when it really matters, do we perform like we are the best team in all of those things? And we don't.
Yeah.
We lose we draw matches to Wolves. We draw matches to Nottingham Forest. Like, if Barca had the best squad in Europe, they're not losing. They're not drawing to stupid teams. Like that.
Impossible. And this is facts. As I said, every time the pressure has been on for us to stretch the lead, to kill City, we just kept fumbling. And that is the truth. Despite us, as I said, having this amazing squad, options, everything that I think that we actually do need, there is something missing. And as Arsenal fans, we know it as ourselves, where we've come up against elite teams. We've come up against the prime Barcelonas. We've come up against prime Bayern Munichs, right?
Yep.
And those teams, just think about those teams, what they did to us.
They handled us with disrespect. Man was scoring 5 goals a game against us, 10-1 average. 5. Bayern did it. Barca did it. Only Real Madrid have not been able to beat us, but hey, that's just Real Madrid.
And Real Madrid is not like Real Madrid's a weird team. Like
they
I always say that
team.
with Real Madrid,
exactly.
They're not really a league team. They're not really like in my eyes, Real Madrid not really a consistent team. It's just a collective. It's just stars. They just get a bunch of big names together and build. Barca. This is the difference between Barca and Bayern Real Madrid, because Barca, they have their way of playing. They have their system, right? They and then on top of that, when they add the big players, it's peak. It's peak, right? And that's why they can go over the line more often than not. Bayern Munich's the same, and obviously Bayern, with the monopoly they have over German football, does help them. Blah blah blah.
Farmers League over there, that one.
Yeah,
but they still do their thing when it comes to Champions League with the big dogs. They still show why they're the best in Germany.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to say. Think to them teams, right? Them two teams that we played against before, and they felt elite. It's not about, because football's also about feeling, It's not just about what you're watching. It's about how you feel when you watch a team. I'm watching them Bayern teams and Barca teams, cool cuts, and I'm just thinking, you know what? They got to the stadium just thinking fair play. You guys are actually just that much better.
We go into that match hoping we get a point or a draw. It's one of them ones. You don't go into those matches thinking, we're going to beat Barcelona when they got Messi and all that. No. Or Bayern when they had Robben and all. Nah, man, we'll be lucky to get a draw. And we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that.
And think about now the teams in the Premier League last few years. So we have 3 teams in the recent times that have won the Champions League: Chelsea, Liverpool, and City, right? But out of those 3 teams, Chelsea, to be honest, they never felt scary, right? They won the Champions League, but they never felt scary. But you see those Liverpool teams under Klopp, I can't breathe. You're watching them. Bro, I need oxygen mask. I can't breathe. I'm watching these guys
the
running.
Team, same as well. De Bruyne, all of them, man.
Woo. They have that something special, that something extra, where we haven't shown so far that we've got that. We've shown
that,
we're just a very, very good team, with a very, very good squad
It's
that
facts.
can win a lot of games. But have we got that stardust?
That
take
pressure
us.
that holds man up against the wall, like, yo, you're playing the
Mhm.
Arsenal. We kind of had it in the 22-23 season where we were banging in goals for free. Still, we lost it towards the end. We lost the league. And I don't really think we have that anymore in us. I can't lie.
Yeah, we had that. As I said, for that brief period, there was a brief period of 22-23. We had what I felt Liverpool had and what City had a little bit. I felt like we did have it, but it didn't last long enough. And that's what is what is killing us at the same time. And again, I think that comes down to the manager. I'll be honest. I really do think that comes down to the manager because he has built this squad in a way that doesn't actually allow for that to flourish, right?
Yeah.
Like a Klopp, he's building a team for that aspect to grow because that's an aspect I think is uncoachable. I think that's an aspect that comes from your mentality and
and I think
the
like
players
you said,
that you bring together.
The manager and what he builds. That's where it comes from.
100%. But yeah, you know what? I think we've covered quite a bit today. As I said, the Arsenal art. Listen, we are back. As I said, it's taken me a while, but we finally freed up enough time to start bringing consistent content to this channel. So I'm hoping everyone who's been here has enjoyed so far. We'll be back soon. Obviously, as I said, it's only 2 days until the Tottenham game, and my God, you know what? Come back after that game as well and talk about that. But
we'll do a match reaction for that one. Yeah,
we'll do a match reaction for that for sure. And there'll be more and more content coming. I'm putting myself out on the line. Julian's putting himself out on the line. Right, next few months, as much as this team is paining us, we will be there behind them, right? To win this Premier League, right? To win the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup. Let's bring the trophies home this season. But we need the big one
in the what's the trophy room. We need to start filling that up again and say we win the Premier League this season.
Yeah,
you men are gonna come with us to the parade. We'll do a live stream of the parade.
Oh, the parade. Oh, that. Listen, it will be sunny as well.
Sunny, good weather.
I'll make sure I'm in London. I will make sure, even if I'm abroad, I'll be back. I'll be back. There's no way I'm missing that parade. That parade is going to be generational, right? And that's another thing. These Arsenal players, listen, 2 things that I will tell them. Number 1, you have to win this league. Otherwise, as I said, you will be remembered. The worst. You'll probably be remembered as one of the worst Arsenal teams ever without being bad.
Without being bad,
yeah, without being bad. You'll be regarded as the biggest bottlers in Premier League history. That is not a title you guys want to have for the rest of your life. And number 2, don't you dare ruin my parade. Don't you dare ruin my parade.
Because like you said, on the flip side, if these men win the Premier League, this will be the biggest parade. This will be bigger than Liverpool's parade last season. This will be huge. London will be shut down, fam. 24 hours in London.
Do you know how many of us are waiting for this? 22 years without a Prem. Are you mad? How Arsenal Football Club going 22 years without Prem?
Yeah,
London is finished. Make it happen for us. Make it happen for us. And listen, I believe we need that one. And on a positive note, let's end on a positive. Let's end on a positive. As I said, because I'm always coming with the stick, but you make me want to come with the carrot as well, right? Yeah, let's come with the little positivity. We win this Premier League, the trophies will keep coming. I believe that. We win the first one in 22 years, the trophies will keep coming. We just need to keep doing it. But it is so critical for this team now to do it. You need to go on a run. You need to go into Etihad and win, not draw.
No, and this is the thing as well. I think if we win that Carabao Cup, that's what starts steamrolling. Because we're looking at City like, okay, we can beat you. We also won a trophy on your head top. Now we're gonna win the league on your head top. Then after that, hey, that's when I'll be screaming quad. I don't know when the Champions League final is and all that, but I'll be screaming quad at that point. So yeah,
this team needs to fight. This team, that's the energy they should have. They should be sitting in there thinking, I'm willing to. Honestly, their players, all of them, if you're not willing to die for this, then don't play. That's what I tell you. If you're not willing to die for this, don't bother playing, because that's what it's going to take to get over the line. Because you guys clearly need more. You need more, because what happened the other day against Wolves?
It can't happen again. It cannot happen again.
It can't. You need to be willing now to sacrifice everything. But anyway, have you got any final comments you want to add before we wrap
I
up for
think that
today?
was a good way to end it. Like you said, we just need to start winning these matches, win these trophies, and we'll start dominating for years to come because like we said, we got the squad to do that. So let's lock in, let's.
100%. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, people, and we will be back with you guys next time.